And get some invites happening. Let's where is I'm not even in Discord. Oh snap. All right. Oh, come on, where is it? I want a specific sound. Roll it easy, eh? This is from Fuzzy Cow here. Well, let's listen to this one here. Let me make sure my audio is set correctly.
M-A-D-O-K to the A.
Spot, got it sticks. We not from the six, but it's a six. Who that you with? She not it. I got her the hoes and they thick. Yeah, she all in my Jordan. Yeah, you all in my Jordan. Yeah, you all in my Jordan. Yeah, you all in my Jordan. Where you in my Jordan?
This is what I wanted to play. Here we go. Roll it easy. There we go. Nice.
Morning light a shine to the tree, them slow. Cool little breeze make me mind just flow. Break up the herb, yeah, me take me time. Paper start curl, everything feel fine. From the old school Reggie to the high grade green. No matter the type is a vibe me mean. From the black to the beach, yeah, the whole place snow. When the fire touch up, all the stress off it go. Roll it up, easy make it burn just right. Puff, puff, pass, need the calm moonlight. From the reggae to the loud, still the same good feel. Life gets sweet when the herb get real. Roll it up, easy, make the vibes them grow. Let the worries fade, make the pressure go. Every drum me take, set me spirit free. Just the herb and the rhythm and my melody, yeah! Spark touch, now the session start. Laughing with me group, pure joy in the heart. Smoke rise up like it talk to the sky. Carry all me thoughts as them float on by. Spliffing on me and blunt up on the side. Pipe at the bang, yeah, we now go hide. From the yard chill spot to the seaside breeze. Everywhere we there, yeah, we burn with ease. I roll it up easy, make it burn just right. Puff, puff, pass it the calm moonlight. From the reggae to the loud, still the same good feel. Life gets sweet when the herb get real. Roll it up easy, make the vibes them grow. Let the worries fade, make the pressure go. Every drum it takes, set me spirit free. Just the herb and the rhythm of me melody. No rush tonight, everything I read. Fire close off, just me and me crew see. Breathe in the calm, blow out the pain. Smoke wash over like warm summer rain. Paper or pipe, everybody got style. Each man will make the journey worthwhile, but the message clear, yeah, it always lead. Love and unity plant like a seed. Reggie all out, that no divide is the art and the vibe where you keep inside. So we gather round close, make the music lead. One love, one life and a little weed. Roll it up easy, make it burn just right. Puff, puff, pass me the calm moonlight. From the Reggie to the loud, still the same good feel. Life gets sweet when the herb get real. Roll it up easy, make the whole world see. Good vibes only how it's supposed to be. Every drum me take, set me spirit free. Just the herb and the rhythm of my melody.
Welcome to the region, the underground.
Yeah.
Crafting dreams that do us down. 3 years beneath the sound in the underground. In the underground. So grab and take a seat. Stay with us, don't miss a beat. Welcome to the region.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. Mr. Fun Guy here. Yeah.
For the echo it's highly found. Step into the night, feel the light even when hidden from plain sight.
Nice.
Underneath the city's skies, we rise with fire in our eyes. From shadows of hopes we've drawn, with every beat a new dawn.
Alright. GM everybody. I'm going to make sure that that's definitely lower here. Alright, cool. Cool. GM everybody. Happy Hype Night. What is up? Mr. Fun Guy on this crazy Wednesday night. Hope everyone's been doing well with everything going on the planet. All the weather and political stuff and wars and shit happening. Stay safe out there, fam. Hope everyone is doing well. A raid from our Canna Souls fam. What is up, everybody? Sup, Snoop? How you doing, brother? GM to all of the Canna Souls fam coming in over from the poker game. Very, very soon, it won't have to be separated from the clubhouse. I'm really close, you guys. There's so much to kind of go over tonight, and oh man, yeah, my brain's been just fried. Is probably the best way to put it. You know, is non-stop diving deep into the whole code world, and then every once in a while I pop my head out and try to answer stuff or be a part of things, and then it's like my brain's like, what? What are you doing, man? So yeah, let me see if I can. So I'm gonna turn my audio down here. I guess what I'm most excited about the direction that things are headed right now is um, to be able to start sharing all of this technology with all of these different blockchains that are about to go live. Um, but yeah, let's. Better. Haha. Let's see that. So just to kind of run through what we've already got going on, I need to start getting back into my regular groove, so to speak, right? So what we'll do, I'm gonna do it like that, and then bring that on over. I want you guys to be able to have a proper viewing angle so you can see the different things I'm clicking on here. Alright, the other chain didn't show on here yet. Okay, good to know. Alright. So, pretty much I'm just going to go through and make my rounds through the Clubhouse. I just logged in, go clubhouse.io, go into the main app, connect my wallet. I like to go in and just say hi in global chat. If I really wanted to deep dive into everything, I'd go into the pro mode and start checking out which communities I haven't talked to for a bit, and maybe go through and say hi to the rejects in here. No, that doesn't work. But this does. There we go. I feel like Holopax is in. I don't know. I must have missed something there. Oh, I'm Tim too. What's up, brother? I see you on X, and I see you down there too, GM and the rejects. I gotta fix how this displays, though. I want to have a better. Yeah, there's things I'm working on. There's things I'm working on. We're getting really, really close though to having this ready for 22 EVM blockchains. The minting is working across the different blockchains. The mints work. The games are starting to work. All the connections are starting to work. So you don't see chat. Oh, you have to make sure your wallet's connected then if you don't see the chat. Disconnect your wallet, reconnect your wallet. You actually have to make sure you sign. There's a wallet sign that you have to do in order for chat to show. And that's not just chat. That's for the whole thing to authenticate that it's your wallet. There's a signing feature, and all you're doing is just checking against the Redis server. It's your authentication for your oh, week late. Yes. What's up, brother? What is up, bro? Yes, you are on time. I love it. Let me turn down music here, cause I'm excited. I get to show you what it's not pushed live yet, but I can show you guys what the Clubhouse looks like on Polygon if you want. Like, I got some stuff live right now. Not live, but I got some stuff damn near ready to go live. I've been working on bug squashing. Holy crap, for days. It's bonkers, bro. It's bonkers. If you wanna jump in Discord chat, I can. Oh, look at that. Snoop's already in there. What's up, Snoop? How you doing, brother? Nice, nice. Yeah, no, half the time I forget to jump into chat here too on Discord. So, um, let me Oh yeah, careful with that. Share my screen so you guys can see that. Oh, well, if you turn off the audio on the other side, that works. Otherwise, I'm gonna be killing my. Ah, nice. Take those hits. Take those hits. Nice. Not really. It's behind. You can let her know it's behind me. The light's behind me. So, yeah. Uh, I know. Yeah. Strobe light in your eyeballs. Yeah. No. That's funny. Um. Yeah. No. Let me. Where's my other? Where is that here? Okay. Yeah. So when a week late's got a chance to jump in, I'm stoked to show you too, brother. But yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of start off with running through a simple just checking shit out on the Clubhouse so people can kind of see how it goes with like the staking, like, because I know a lot of people might not even fully understand what staking is. So I mean, um, I've got a whole system set up so you pretty much just put your NFT into a little well, you just authorize it essentially. You don't, there's not even a contract or anything like that. Just each NFT, I take a small fee and I record how long it's been staked for, and you get a nice little rejected drip. So make sure you go through and claim some shit. Don't forget. I'm gonna claim some of my son. Nice. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys. Slotto is still live. Um, yeah. So just pointing it out right here. If you guys see this, I've got this 454 rejected earn. But if you're specifically with GMers, the OGs, you're double dipping right now. Like I've got 11,000 sun to claim off of that. So there's actually double staking rewards and a whole bunch of other potentially. I got up to 4 tokens set to be able to deliver as rewards and whatnot through the staking system. So like this is just a nice little way to reward people with the different tokens through the ecosystem. You know. Yeah. Yes. So even if, like, for let's say you guys get yourself your white label, right, and you have your own deployment, it's all hosted and shit, and it's still all connected to everything we got going on. But yeah, you'll be able to um, essentially add, like, for GMers, you'll be able to add 2 additional tokens on top of the rejected and the sun already set. For like every other collection, including the rejects, you'll be able to add up to 3 additional tokens for staking. And yeah, you'll be able to pretty much change in your own system, change from project to project what you want each to be able to have, and you can set your own multipliers up also. So like, some projects might be 2x, some projects might be 1, or even buy the specific NFT. So let's see here. That should load. Charlie? Charlie bit my finger.
We're like you. We got 7 grandkids here.
7, damn.
Yeah, yeah. And then my daughter just showed up, so
That's
that's why we're smoking.
right? For real.
My daughter just showed up, so we're like smoking.
Nice.
All right, so you're right. My chat is because I'm not logged into my wallet.
I was right on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me do. I'll do all free. I'll do that one. I'm getting all my training in. Gonna check out
I'm
these
falling
competitions.
Falling behind on the training.
Bro, me too. I my problem is like I set all the stuff up and it's fun to kind of like try to keep up with everybody, but I'm always so focused on the code I keep forgetting that I created games to play to have fun also, and then I just completely space on that side of it.
Leave it open a little bit, okay?
Go find Nina.
But I'm gonna go and join all of these competitions though, that's for sure. Is one of the best things about Rejected Idol that I think everyone's gonna really like across the rest of the Web3 space is, yeah, this is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be cred tokens and either Ethereum, BNB, Pol, there's a few different others. There's like 8 or 9 other different tokens that are native gas in a few of these other EVM chains. I think that's going to be the what really sets this entire thing apart is being able to offer people that token sync back into the system, the token sync back into like your winnings and stuff. Like, I mean, if you win a little bit, and I mean, like, what if so like the Soul, we've got the 6-hour Soul games, you know, 2 people are in there for 0.02, you know, but I mean, you get 10 people in a game, you got a pretty decent chance at a 10x, right? And if you're playing the game and you've got all these different booster cards attached, and you got a better chance of winning because of your power level. I'm thinking like we have the opportunity to really get some people a lot more involved in the gaming side of it and the PvP side of things when it comes to the long-term cross-chain potential. So I'm really, really, really excited to be able to show people how this all works. You know, once it's live, because that's like it's so freaking close to being ready to go on all the EVM. And I am gonna show you guys that here after I go through and rock this out, because really the only thing left to do on the EVM side of things is just wire up the rest of the game features and functions. And just make sure it all works like it does here on Solana, because it's not nearly as smooth yet as it will be over on the rest of the EVM side. But that's the best part, is I'm gonna be able to like rock this all out piece by piece, and then it applies to each chain as I'm pushing out my updates. So it's really like 22 updates in one every single time I'm pushing something and fixing something on it.
You gotta wait for it all to catch up sometimes too.
Yeah, there's that whole thing of it also. Let's see how we're looking in Rumbles. Ooh, I never pushed that live. We got a cancel. Okay, so there was somebody who was asking about who they're having problems trying to join this raffle. It's because you need to actually hold the CSZ420 tokens. Right. So just to point that out for anybody who doesn't who I do have some. I'm gonna join in on that guy. But yeah, for anybody who doesn't have any tokens, uh, make sure you hang out with Snoop and get into the community there and have a chance to earn yourself some, so you can actually jump into these giveaways, because
Yeah.
that's some fun shit right there.
Right. So as soon as things go a little live, I do have a way for everybody just to get the tokens if they want to go buy them themselves. But
Nice.
without being an LP at the moment. So
Okay.
so once we get some of the games going, it'll be easier to allow that to happen. So
Nice. Very
You know,
nice.
yeah. So I mean, they can go buy some tokens if they want to, or they can come in Discord and earn some tokens. Or play some games on Twitch and earn some tokens. So we're always giving tokens away. We sponsor Web3 Poker Club every week, so they give away tokens Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So there's a way to earn our tokens over there. So all kinds of shit.
Nice.
So, but how close are we on the white label on the Clubhouse?
We're getting incredibly close. It's the biggest part really is knocking out. Well, for me, the cross chain side of stuff first, because that's really where I'm gonna be able to start pulling actual revenue. I think, versus
Anything and everything, right?
because deploying additional platforms is gonna cost quite a bit.
That's crazy.
So yeah, my goal is to get the these chains here finished up. It's pretty much like I said, just connecting all the games and stuff, all the mints, connecting everything, including the back end admin functions, and making sure it all works and connects across the different chains and whatnot. And then yeah, once I'm able to push that live, it'll be me spinning up something for probably right off the bat for the jammers here, and that'll be kind of like my
Test platform.
yeah, like making sure I'm able to easily brand it how I want, set all the different wallets differently, then make sure that the fees are going through like it's supposed to, and then yeah, once we're at that point, I'll be able to be like, okay, like let's who's
Test it.
who's ready for a real platform, and I'll be able to deploy these different modular Clubhouse platforms. Yeah, it should take me about 2 days at each, roughly, at the beginning, and then I should be able to get that up to almost an entirely autonomous system where people are able to, just like Amazon, when you're going and spinning up a new, or any of these other like Supabase or any of these other platforms where you're creating, a database or a virtual machine. Essentially, you'll be able to spin up a Clubhouse instance like that, and really just you pay your fee, and then you input your initial admin wallet, and boom, you're off to the races. You go in and you can check out your whole admin dashboard and take care of stuff as you see fit. Yeah, so that'll be shortly after. The goal to have that shortly after I've got the whole system in place, to be able to put people's deploy a few of these and actually have get a proper workflow down. And then yeah, once I figure out that whole pipeline and how I want to perfect that, it'll be a fully fully automated setup for people. Just boom and go. It's gonna be crazy.
Awesome. Can't wait, dude.
Right? Me too, man. Like, I am.
Well, because once you get at least a platform out there, and if they do any streaming or whatever, and they're always on the platform streaming it, you're talking about the whole thing every time. You're on, twice a week, so it's the same thing. You're on it. I mentioned the Clubhouse and the raffles that we got on there. I call
Nice.
them raffles with the Rumble twist.
Right.
It is a raffle.
Oh yeah, I call them gamified raffles. Is really
Right, yeah. So I mean, it's just it's different than the regular rumbles or raffles.
true story.
Only because you get the rumble to go with it, So, but yeah, I'm excited. The only thing, we need to run that Wednesday night hype one.
I know. So, for those of you guys who didn't notice, I'll show you. I'll show you in 1 second here. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna take out, run a few of these battles. Looks like we've got a backlog here. Let me. I'll lose. I'll probably lose a few fights. That's okay though. So I'm going through the GM Life battles, the PvP side of stuff. Everything you do in the clubhouse, just to point out, everything you do earns you experience. Now, even when it comes to the white label system, when you guys have a whole community that's using this platform, all these fees that you see, I'll show you. So the 0.00001 soul, like that goes to the treasury, but 80% of it will go to the clubhouse treasury, 20%. And like I said, I've mentioned in the past, there's different tiers, and unlocking price points essentially that people can get to the point where they're able to get closer to a higher level of monetization of the platform for their own community.
Nice.
And then there's a whole level of, for people, like larger projects, if they wanted their own, like if they wanted the code, like there's a price point. There's a price point. It ain't cheap, but there's a price point. People are watching what's happening. You guys, if you're watching what's happening right now in the entire AI industry, and what's happening across, right, in crypto, like the blockchain and AI, these two industries kind of starting to meld together, and people don't even realize it fully yet. Like, except for those of us who are already in the quote-unquote trenches, who have been paying attention, watching our podcasts, and following our X feeds and whatever. Like, we've been watching, yeah. But we're what, like 1% of the U.S. population, maybe, that actually are really paying attention to what's happening in this whole technology space right now. If everybody who's an actual investor, who has a real investment portfolio, woke up and realized, oh shit, I probably should hold at least a little bit of all these top freaking coins, because this shit's gonna go crazy.
Hey, Jace, don't go in there.
The overnight.
I'm gonna run out for a second. I'll be back in about 30 minutes or so.
No worries, brother. No worries.
You'll still be on, right?
Oh, I'll be still here in 30. Yeah, for sure.
Till midnight. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll be back.
All right, peace.
Yeah. All right. So do you want to go to?
All right. Well, he is off for that. Still, nevertheless, where's my? Okay, I got stuck. Nevertheless, if you've been paying attention to what's been going on in the markets, the whole technology industry in general, what's back and forth between the different countries, what's like Mythos, Anthropic Mythos alone, Opus 4.7 is insane. I'm excited to be able to try something like Mythos that can help me fortify, and there's I'll jump in that really quick, because I follow a lot of AI stuff. I work with a lot of AI, and honestly, I feel like Mythos is good, even though it's going to expose a lot of security issues. I think Mythos is the very first step in helping all of us prepare for the quantum age, essentially. I mean, if we're able to find day one errors that applications have had since day one, mainstream browsers, this, that, and the other. Like, if you got to look at this at the point where Mythos is able to show you where the attackers are going to come at you from. So if you're able to use Mythos to harden your security, to fortify your network, fortify your API system, like how your database calls work, how your front end connects, like all your middleware. If you're able to go through and just like straight up build yourself a software like fortress that isn't able to be exploited, well, that's massive, right? Like that's huge. So really what I feel like this is doing is this is allowing us all to be on the same page finally. I don't need to pay for a $10,000 audit, a $5,000 audit of my code. Like right now, I can go through, and I've had like especially now, like I really don't believe we're at the point where we need auditors too much longer. I feel like it's important to have them for certain instances, but if you know what you're looking at in your own code, like yeah, it's good to have an outside audit or whatever, but actual like auditing firms that have been charging y'all are about to go out of business. Like if you guys don't conform to this model of agentic workflow, and price yourselves into an affordable place that makes sense for common developers, like mid, lower, early, like hobby developers to be able to say, hey, I created something really cool. Web3 allows me to monetize it however I want. I want to get an audit. Well, it's silly to try to say, well, for a true audit, that's going to cost you $3,000. Mother effer, I just spent half my life building. Like, I'm not going to just, come on, you know what I mean? Like, there's a level of, the way that you have to share your code with outside parties also, that always makes me a little sketch. I haven't shared my code with anybody except for my agent locally. And even that sketches me, but yeah, like private repos, it's really, really interesting to see how the whole software development and agentic workflow system is progressing into what I mean. We might see Bitcoin whatever so drop a little bit. Still, I feel like we're still waiting for a little bit of a correction back and forth. Before we get a true, like, because of clarity and whatever else. But I do gotta say, I feel like we're poised there, and we've been poised for the moon ride, for the whole Bitcoin all-time highs, Solana 2x all-time highs. I want to see Solana $500-600. I want to see Ethereum at over $7,000. I want to see freaking I want to see Ethereum over 30, 60. I want to see Bitcoin over 500 grand. Like Solana should be well over too. But you know what I mean? Like I want to see, like, if Ethereum hit, because if Tom Lee's right, and Ethereum hits like $20,000-$60,000. Holy hell, first of all, but what do you think Solana's going to be at? What do you think XRP is going to be at? Like, I hate it. I hold like 10 in on a Robinhood wallet. That's the only thing I hold on there, and that was specifically to prove a point, where I'll put $30 into XRP, and it's worth like 18 right now, but still, nevertheless, yeah, I just giggle at the whole situation with that. So, anywho, back to the Clubhouse really quick. Other side of it too is the leaderboards are almost ready. The buy-ins for these are almost ready. Like, you guys, I hope you realize, you guys used to, who's played the old arcade games, right? 25 cents, 50 cents. Nowadays it's like $5 to play one, you know. But like, what kind of fun is it, you know, hanging out, what, you know, like, do game nights, community events, whatever, where, um, you know, you just have some fun, play Pac-Man on a live stream, a shared live stream or whatever with your friends or whatever it's called, Zoom or some shit, you know. Like, you have some serious fun just playing some Pac-Man right now. On top of it all, what if that 10, like, so it's not going to be 25 cents for playing in my arcade. My arcade is going to be 10 cents. And the fun part about the 10-cent arcade is that you will be able to have a chance to win your money back. Not only are you going to be looking at, you know, going against people on a leaderboard and everything, but you have a chance if you keep at the top of that leaderboard. There's chances, like, there's a chance you're able to be one of the people that's gonna take home the first place, second, third, whatever place prize from the leaderboard. High scores, you know, like, get your username at that on the high score list. That was one of the craziest parts about playing at the arcades when we were younger, right? Like, a little bit of that nostalgia, but you'd sit there and you try to make sure that your initials are on the top. And whoever that AAA person was that somehow, you know, beat your score, well, screw them. You got to still come back and find a way to to reclaim that place on the leaderboard that, you know, they shouldn't have been able to take from you. but and so I wanted to have kind of like that little bit of actual cheap, you know, well, instead of 25 cents, like, I want it to be really, I want people to play the games. I don't want them to be like, oh, I can play once today. No, I want you to, like, hang out and play the game and try to get as high of a score as you can. It's only 10 cents to play. I'm still playing on 10 cents right now. You know, if you think about it like that, it's like, oh, I'm still playing this game. And then, yeah, if you know, you get through and, you know, maybe you're the person who gets the, you know, you get 100 people playing, you got a chance to win $10. Even if you played 10 cents once and you got that highest score, you got a chance to win your share of $10. It's not 100% to one person, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, it's that every time someone plays, the money goes to the pot. So even if you played 10 times and 100 other people played 10 times, you got 1,000 plays in there. That's $100 pot. You know what I mean? Like, just, and that's only 100 people. You know, like, if we get a whole bunch of people from a bunch of different blockchains playing this game, like, that's a lot of different fun little chances for anybody to win a few bucks and while hanging out and having fun with their friends. But anyway, so that's, you know, just one of the games. There's they're not done. They're still in very much beta, at the nicest way to say it. What else? Moggy, we got MG. She's been doing her thing. We've been doing ours. But she's always been a supporter of the GMers and the rejects. And I think I put her token on here. Let me see. I haven't. Okay. I know we were trying to get it to work through the system. I'll have to test it and get that on there for her. I think that's about all I got to show you on there. So that means I should probably show you guys how the system really works or what's coming, huh? You guys all want to see some sneak peeks? Who likes a good sneak peek, huh? Oh, that's funny. That's my silly ass. Sneaky peeks. What's up, John Z? How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Looking for. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Nice, even more so. Spilt a little, but I still caught most of it. The happy dad's got me. All right, let's go. What's up? I'm about to show you guys some sneak peeks. Let you guys see a little bit of what I've got going on with all of these. Oh, not a pen. I'll try it like this. Oh yeah, for real. So I'll show you guys like the amount of testing that has been going into all this is insane. Just so you guys know. So as you can see here from load up, it's really gonna make. 1 second. Let me move this. I don't like OKX because it irritates me like that sometimes. And because I had this set up nice and neat, so you guys could all see this without a bunch of bullcrap. All right. So, mind you, it takes a couple seconds. Don't mind the yeah, it takes a couple seconds to be able to refresh everything. In fact, I should be able. There we go. Oh, it was showing. Stinker. It must be getting. I gotta check to see how that's all doing on the other side. All right, let's go take a quick walk around because these are a lot of different blockchains that are about to be live. Let's see here. Oh, check out. I've been working on gamesHYPE mostly, so. This is how long I have to wait in between everything. This is all development mode. So in DevNet, so it's like, well, not DevNet, but it's all in, yeah, running in development just because it allows me to tweak stuff, run hot changes and stuff like that without having to fully rebuild the entire application. Allows me to rebuild stuff on a regular basis. I got a whole referral link system built, ready to go. Yeah, that's gonna be killer. Let's choose a gamesHYPE PFP here. Let's see if I can get it to work like it's supposed to. So close. Oh, it connected it. That's funny. Yeah, I'll have to get the images fixed on that like I did for Rejected Idol. I was working on that before I went live. So the equipment may or may not show. Let's see what we got. We've got a bulletproof vest and a tablet that should show on here. This is my Pixel Jammer. That's who I minted. He's so cute with the little doo-doo on his head. Yeah, I don't think that's going to load for me properly right now. That's okay, though. I'll show you this. If it ever loads. That's not what I clicked. So, for those of you poker lovers, apparently we're going to take a break here. Oh, here we go. So, each chain, you're able to create your own games, your own tournaments. Come on. You can do it. So you can see who's in the game. Prize structure's not showing properly yet. But yeah, you can kind of see. Doesn't tell you the blinds either on that, but I can set my table because I'm already in. See, I'm up there right now, waiting for the host to start the game. But not doing that yet because, you know, I'm going to have to still get a couple more wallets on there and test it out for at least 2 people, I think. Yeah, I might have to put a 3rd wallet and once I get things live, actually run a few test games too. But yeah, all chains, that's about to be ready too. I mean, realistically, all the stuff that I want to get done, another week or 2, maybe tops. Getting the chains live so people can start minting Pixel Jammers any day. I want to get it live just enough where people can play the games, get started, like the basic 3 games. Poker is going to take a little bit more live testing. But yeah, let's go over to the launch pad. I'll show you the launch pad. Yeah, the create tournament. You can set your blinds, customize your blinds even. Prizes. Do a token, whatever token you want. Oh, it's not loading very fast, but yeah, you can choose whatever. There you go. Yeah, any token that's connected to the clubhouse, you're able to set as a prize. Let's yeah, I'll bring her over here. Like I said, it takes a couple minutes. I gotta get this picture updated still. I got the images. It's not, not at the top of the list at the second. Man, it takes a lot longer while I'm streaming at the same time as doing this for this to load. But yeah, you can see this is the one and only pixel jammer that's been minted so far. You can see how much it costs per NFT. See how much it would cost if you're gonna mint, 10 of them, spend $100. I gotta say, we got 88,000 pixel jammers about to go live across 22 blockchains at $10 a piece. And that's going to be my funding round. Like, this is getting started. There's going to be yeah, it's going to be my funding round. Let's put it that way. 25% of all mint funds are going to be going right into an LP on each chain for each chain's allotment of cred tokens. Right? So there's not an there will be a level of an airdrop when it comes to right? There will be if you look in the there's a whole referral system about to go live too, and through the referral system and people's engagement across each blockchain on the clubhouse, there will be, I want to do like a there's only 10 million cred tokens. I want to say there's going to be like a 1 million airdrop at some point. I got to see what my plan is for marketing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be pretty lit. And the more people use the system, the more chances you got to win, the more just the more people that use it, the more it generates its own income after that. Like, not everybody wins every game, so obviously that's where some of the fees come from, but being that it's all chance based, everybody's got a chance to win, everyone's got a chance to play and have a shot at a bigger pot, and then on the other side of it too is being able to earn cred tokens, and then if it's all going to have its own LP, like, that's straight, you're earning liquidity back just by engaging with the platform on a regular basis. And being able to do that across every blockchain is a whole different freaking ball game on top of it, because you're going to have a pixel jammer account or profile essentially on each chain, so you can triple dip across chains. You can use multiple wallets. The system is built for, it's okay if you want to try to game the system and stack your odds of winning stuff, because in the long run it still helps the overall project. The more people play, even if someone uses 100 wallets to enter a Rumbles 100 times, there's still a fee involved with that. A small fee, but it's still a fee. And that allows us to actually, I'd rather somebody do that and multi-wallet and try to stack their odds, because in the long run, that 10% that comes back to the clubhouse, the fees that come back to the clubhouse, that's what's going to feed us in the long run. That's what's going to generate the long-term revenue and allow us to be able to really do something much, much bigger. But man, you look at our potential just off of these pixel jammers, 88,000 NFTs at $10 a piece. And that's just the first 88,000 out of 400,000. And that's just the pixel jammers. That's not including all of the booster cards, the platform fees, events, this, that, the other, all the other, staking fees and what have you that we can use to generate revenue off this platform. Just this mint alone. When I'm able to push this live, my priority will be to tell motherfuckers about it. Like, they're not going to know that it's there if I don't tell people. So actually getting onto a space with a week late, actually jumping into some of these other Ethereum and other Avalanche and whatnot, these Binance spaces and what have you. If I can jump in there and say, hey, every single NFT, every single token on this entire blockchain is fully able to use my platform, and it only costs like $2, because that's my gating, right? Like, I don't want people to spam, but you can add your own token, add your own NFT. It costs you $2 in the token. Like, if you're any sort of a community founder, anybody who's in the space at all whatsoever, $2 isn't squat, but it's enough to keep people from just filling up my database with a bunch of stupid crap that doesn't exist, right? So yeah, I figure trade-off. It's not too expensive to price people out, and it keeps it at a very attainable price point for brand new projects to be able to jump in and use the platform. The whole goal is to be able to provide a foundational layer of community utility and engagement across all Web3. So these initial 23 blockchains that are going live, that's still just the start of the amount of blockchains I'm going to be pushing live. I'm going to be pushing, say, Ensui and Aptos and Mondad and all these other chains that are picking up momentum. Hyperliquid, I'll push Hyperliquid live. I don't fucking care. Like, hell yeah. I want to get them all live. I want to get their tokens on my platform. I'll mint my own NFTs, I'll have my own I don't need anybody else to mint my tokens or mint my NFTs, my contracts for me. I've got, just to get these 22 EVM chains going, that's 88 smart contracts. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, 88 smart contracts, 4 on each chain, and some of these chains, to get tokens on those chains, it's a little bit more of a hassle than not. So people that are using it, I'm like the first one, one of the first people there. I haven't even heard of half this shit. So, right? And at that point, if I haven't even heard of them, really, if I don't know of anything really that's going on there, chances are there's a small ecosystem that's mainly focused around liquidity, is my guess. Maybe Ape Chain's all about their NFTs. Like, there's some good good chains out there that are doing, building. And we'll get to those layer ones. But these Ethereum layer 2 EVMs are my first, just the initial 22 are going to be my first priority. We'll see if I get any. We'll see if I get. We'll see how long it takes to start getting some traction on the EVM side of stuff. If I can get some quick traction, I'll launch mainnet Ethereum tomorrow. You know, it's just like an extra couple $100 to for the contracts. The EVM contracts are cheap. Ethereum mainnet contracts on the layer 1, expensive. Gas sucks. So, yeah, the whole process behind that will be ensuring that well, yeah, really just ensuring that I've got I guess I don't know where I was going with that. My brain spaced. I looked over here and giggled at the Web3 chubby. A nerd Web3 chubby. Made me laugh. Oh, man. Yeah, so... Games, poker... do I have... Let's see if I've got... any of these leaderboards working. Yeah, and I am still working on Rejected Empire. That is still planning. Or still planning. That is still in the works. I haven't done a whole lot lately just due to the amount of everything. I don't think there's... Yeah, there's leaderboard's not working. Let's see if Empty Battles will give us a... Nice. That was a hell of a strafe. All right, let's let him die here. Oh no, I'm gonna die, you guys. I can't possibly attack all these monsters. They're all gonna kill me. Oh no. I guess I don't think that worked. I was pretty sure that's not the... Yeah. It may or may not save it. I don't think so, though. I don't think it'll save it. I don't think I fully built that part out. But yeah, back to the whole concept of the arcade side of things. That's gonna be fun. What else? What else? What else? Man, I don't know. Maybe just the fact that, like, even on Polygon, so I can click over here to Polygon. We'll do a quick refresh, yeah. There we go. It's that way. anybody jumps in to talk, I can hear. Oh, dude, if you want to jump in and say hi, man, you're more than welcome to. I literally just clicked into Polygon. So if you want to see how Polygon side works, see, you're gonna. Oh, I just jumped onto Polygon side. We're gonna go through and click. Alright, so you can see I got a little bit of Polygon token there. You see I got a Zedrun horse? I got him for like $800 back in the day. These old Rev Racing cars. Yeah. Sad. Okay. Um. I'll do 0.05. And that's how easy that is, by the way, guys, for bridging and whatnot. So as you can see, I still have to get that fixed so it shows the actual live data there. But what's up, Week? How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Not a whole lot. Just about to show you guys what it looks like to mint a Pixel Jammer live, possibly.
So am I seeing this right? You have all of the octanes available live now?
No, 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 no. This is in my development mode. This is
Oh, okay.
so it's not a ton of updates and work for me to get this all live on the actual mainnet, the actual server, so everybody can use it. But I don't want to do that until it's fully tested out. You know what I mean? That whole thing.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, let's see how this works, cause
I have a crazy question for you though.
yeah.
I don't know if it's relevant at all, or if it affects anything on your end, but last week, uh, Polygon Network announced staking pool for uh a liquidity token so you can use it in DeFi.
What?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, I'm gonna have Ryan from Taco Tribe because he's also the owner for Pearls NFT alongside with me. Uh, I'm going to have all of these minting funds from the community wallet transferred to the prize wallet. So I have control of the staking so that we can earn liquid Polygon while we're figuring out what to do with our Polygon as a community. So now we have the ability to essentially make one-to-one staking for, one poll is one S poll. S poll is, staking poll, liquid poll.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, in a double dipping situation like we would be with the rejects, because we have our own staking on poll, soft staking, double dip with the rejects clubhouse, what could that now be used when this goes live for as some kind of advantage because of the new liquid pulse staking situation, or am I trying to triple dip when that's not
So
what this is?
so the way I understand those kind of things, um, is if I had like a lending protocol or something along those lines, then yeah, that would be like you'd be able to,
Okay,
dips and all that, and be able to, um, essentially lend a token, borrow a token, and then lend out that borrow token for, you know what I mean? And you can like over
right.
collateralize yourself to a point where, like that's what happened between that one protocol recently, where everything just went tits up, and um, I think it was through Hyperliquid too. That not through Hyperliquid, but
Okay,
they're using their systems. Um, that's kind of like the house of cards type thing. You'll want to be careful with that kind of stuff. Um, that level of double dipping can get you,
well, they're
yeah,
essentially doing
compounded
this on
stuff. But
purpose to prevent Polygon from becoming a fucking ghost town.
well, doing the stake Polygon is smart. Having that level, like I feel that part's smart. But when you go
Me too.
through and you stake it, and then if you go to a lending platform and then you collateralized your stake tokens, and then you get, off of that, you go through, and then you borrow, and then you stake, lend the borrow tokens, you know what I mean, to somebody else. So
Right.
you're creating this, just, yeah, it's fluff.
Kind of like I thought it, yeah, I kind of thought the same thing because we did this we haven't recorded on last week's uh podcast, but we got into it about this, and I essentially by the end of it was like, well, it sounds like kind of a Ponzi scheme to me
Yeah.
because what they're doing is creating a one-to-one token on the same chain that's a different token that you can use for staking in DeFi, but now all of a sudden you have two of the same token that's only worth one of that token, but you have a liquid token one to one for your regular Polygon that's staked, but they're allowing you to use your S poll for completely different reasons than you would use for just like regular minting or staking whatever cryptocurrency.
Well,
So
so pretty much what it's doing is, how when the banking system, the banks are allowed to
yes, they
collateralize.
take 10% of whatever you deposited, and then they're able to lend that out to other people and then use their 10%
Exactly.
and then use their 10%. And then, yeah, that's
Different,
exactly what this is. So,
but this is
because,
full.
yeah, this is
This is the
the
full amount,
conversation.
and you're giving, like, it allows you to have your full control over the 100% amount of everything that's in that account, essentially. So you could go through and do something with it, but it's also at the whim of only as good as the place that you staked it through, or put your money, the bank account you put your money into,
Yeah.
essentially. But if you guys look at my screen right now, this is the second NFT Pixel Jammer that was minted here on
Whoa.
Polygon now. So this is Pixel
Hell yeah.
Jammer number 262,646. Um, just, token ID
Did
2
she,
on the chain, but yeah, right. Like it's out of 400,000 NFTs, and no, this number 2.
so the
So
new collection is all new art on that one Polygon chain. It's going to look different on all the chains.
yes, each chain has.
Hell yeah.
When I did my pixel jammers, I did a lot of traits and a lot of variations of those different types of traits, and everything. So
Is it
we've got.
just me, or did you get did you get a lot more traits for the Polygon collection? Because I see they're much more detailed than the ones on Solana. Or have I not seen the detailed ones on Solana yet?
You might have the Solana, like it's all from the same generation. I can
Oh
show
wow,
you the
okay.
Solana side here real quick.
Ones on Solana seem to be more simplistic without as many traits, but maybe those are just the ones I've seen so far.
Yeah, like there's Pixel Geomer. Oh,
Because we give
that's
those away on Snoopy Fox's stream. He gives away a lot of GMers, and the
nice.
ones I've seen are mostly uh like ramped up versions of stick figures, but this one's wearing a fucking jacket and holding a banana.
Yeah, and I'll
I don't know,
show.
maybe I just haven't seen the Solana ones that detailed.
Yeah, here you go. Got him coming here.
Might be just me not seeing the whole
Yeah, see.
collection, you know. Oh, there you go. There you go. Cool. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yeah, so I did. I
All
mean,
right, cool.
when I did all the artwork, I didn't realize I had enough for that many NFTs, but Uniki started helping me go through the generations. Like, we got I got over 400,000 here.
Damn.
Not one of them's a duplicate. So,
Wow.
yeah, right,
That's wild, isn't it?
entirely like, like I,
You got the
I,
LGBTQ background and shit.
oh yeah, I got a little bit of
Oh
everything. I
yeah.
got inspiration from Du Bois and Du Bobos. I got inspiration from OG GMers, from uh, OK Bears, from um, like
Okay,
multiple.
Bear's still around?
Not really, but the
Okay, I
traits
didn't think
though,
so.
the artwork still exists, and
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
a lot of GMers inspiration from the traits. Um, but
Did you see the new flyer I made for tonight for your hype night?
no,
Poker?
is that the one that was on
Oh,
poker?
dude.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that poker one. That's fire. I shared that shit out.
Yeah. Everybody's complimenting me on that one.
No, I appreciate it. I didn't know you made it. That's awesome.
I mean,
Yes.
it's well overdue. Snoop asked me for it like 2 or 3 months ago, and
Oh, that's
I
funny.
haven't. Yeah. I've been using a new AI, so that sped things up a little bit for me as well. I stopped using ChatGPT last week.
Oh,
It sucked.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I've been using Claude Code for a hot minute now.
Yeah, but Claude doesn't do art, does it?
If you plug it into outside systems, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Claude
Yeah.
is like strictly coding AI, so I don't fuck with that. But
No.
my
Well,
one of my customers does. I'm making a logo for him, and he uses Claude for his website, so that's the only reason I know about it.
yeah, Claude can do more than just code though, but you could use Claude to run half your personal
Oh, I know.
profiles and shit. Like it's crazy what Claude can do for you. It's like I don't know, it's the best
But
freaking AI tool I've ever had at this point.
but it's only subscription based. You can't get a free version of Claude, can you?
Uh, Probably you wouldn't be able to use it enough to get a free version to
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I
It
mean,
wouldn't be effective if you're using the free version for anything major project, you know?
right, yeah, true story. But yeah, so for those of you
Oh yeah,
guys
dude.
who are paying attention, all these different games are gonna work. Between Rejected Idol, Rejected Rumbles, GM Life, the arcade games, uh, everything is like mostly connected. I've been deep in the bug squashing and making sure everything is fully cross chain aware and everything like that because um, 22 EVM chains, you got to make sure that when one's connected, everything changes properly, and you don't want to rebuild each page separately for each chain. You want it to load and hot swap, and you want it to be um, fast and seamless. So
Remember when bridging was a fucking pain in the ass 5 years ago?
Oh, remember when I showed people how easy it was for me to bridge $12 from
Uh,
Ethereum and base into Pol on Polygon here and mint this jammer like just a
right.
sec. Took me 2 seconds and boom, money's there. It cost 10 cents and let's
That shit
freaking
used to
go.
take 10 minutes and $400.
Right, for real, man. Let's see if I can.
Oh yeah, for anybody that's listening, if you have a chunk of pole, you don't know what to do with it, I would suggest going to what is it, Polygon.io. Do your own research. I'm an idiot and I've been drinking.
Yes.
Um, Go to the Polygon site, make sure you're on their official website, and then I think that right now that's the only place that you can stake your pole. But if you don't use Polygon ever and you have a chunk, it's like putting it into a savings account. You don't have anything to lose right now, and then later on when you come back, you'll have double, and then you can figure out what to do with it later. That's what I'm doing. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna be doing that with the community wallet first and see how it goes.
There you go. Yeah, no, 25% of everything we get from all the mints, the Pixel Jammers mints, is going to be going into an LP with the cred token, and then I might even use S-Pull then at that point if it's going to be
Hell yeah.
like that kind of a level of LP might be a lot of
Especially if
fun.
you could, that's why I wanted to bring it up if you didn't know about it. They announced it last week. I talked about it on my show, and not many people, even people that are Polygon maxis, don't know about it.
Oh,
And
it's
I
dope.
I think I think that if they're going to give us this opportunity to stake it and receive rewards, and it's just sitting there, you're not doing anything with it, because not gonna lie, the past couple of years, Polygon's been not dead, but slow as fuck.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, who are we kidding? Like, fair markets affect everything, but
truth.
my point is, like, if you're thinking that, oh, of course you can go and swap it for something else, but with it not even being worth $1 right now, I would keep it and then stake it and see what kind of rewards you get, the one-to-one conversion, because later on, I don't think it's going to be sustainable for one-to-one. They're going to do probably, one for two
Oh
later
yeah,
on,
that
or
will change a
one for
hundred
a half, or
thousand
whatever,
percent.
however it fluctuates. But
Yeah.
right now, get it while it's good, one-to-one conversion, before they scale it, I think, or they have it later on, which they'll probably have to do anyway.
You see
Um,
this
yeah, watch it.
Clubhouse poker?
Yes, I was very excited about that. We have been, I was just going to say, I have about 30 minutes left until I post my show for tomorrow, and you guys are going to be mentioned on it because we've been talking about Clubhouse Poker on Snoopy Fox's show for a while,
Nice.
because we have a bunch of poker degens that play. Even if there's 5 or 6 people, they'll still stay in there and play. They don't give a shit.
See how that game just created? Now I can go in,
Yeah.
confirmed. I already confirmed to do my buy-in because that's the buy-in is at join fees point 4.
So is that poker live, or is this on your back end right
This is
now?
on the back end. This will be
Okay.
going live once I push everything else live. This will be live also. I've got
So how does the actual poker game look? Can you do that? Can
yeah.
you show that?
Hang tight. I mean, I don't have everything fully live, but I can show you this to this point because I've got So I just bought
I
in,
mean, whoever's in here, they're getting alpha like a motherfucker. This is crazy.
and boom. Now the game's just waiting to start. You can see there's me with my
Oh, look,
$1,500 poker chips. I'm gonna.
tables there.
I've been able to already get multiple people, and it'll timer and stuff will work. When you go to create
Damn,
your tournament, you can set your whole blind structure. You can customize it. Um,
damn.
you can even set your different prizes. Add a prize instead of a
Hell yeah,
percent.
dude.
You can do your fixed token amount, Polygon or cred,
God, bro.
for the
The fact that you
prizes,
built this out from nothing is fucking insane.
right?
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
People have no idea. Like, people that are just, they have no I actually sat here and watched you fucking build the infrastructure for this. I think we were getting stoned or drunk one night in the chat by ourselves.
For this one, well, that was for the whatchamacallit,
Oh, that was for the bot.
the
Yeah, yeah.
trading bot. Yeah, yeah. No, this I knocked out about 2 weeks ago after I was talking to Snoop, and
Wow.
I'm like, would I'm like, would it be cool if I just had my own poker on the clubhouse? Like, would you
Fuck
use that,
yeah,
Snoop?
dude.
And he's like, would I ever?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So it's just really making sure that I've got everything ready to go cross chain first before I really try to make sure that this
That's
poker
really gonna
system
help
is fully.
me out too. I'm 100% gonna use it, especially when the the cross-platform blockchain is all actually implemented and go live. I'm gonna be able to set up whole prizes on top of NFTs for the number one player if we get more than 50 players or whatever the fuck. That's gonna be
Yeah,
huge because now there's certain people in my community that know about other blockchains. They just don't want to go to them, and I understand. People feel at home. They feel comfortable on certain blockchains. I get it. So that's why this is really important for the clubhouse to build cross blockchain, so that those
yup.
people that have a little bit of apprehension from getting another wallet or whatever, getting onto another blockchain, you don't have to fucking do anything. Go to the clubhouse. The prizes are all poll. You don't need another wallet. You don't need to, get a Magic Eden or Phantom, whatever the fuck. It's all gonna work regardless of what you use. Go here, plug and play, drag and drop, simple.
Right. And oh, is that the okay? That's not gonna load for this side. So once I finish getting this is part of what's it worked, it connected, nice. So as you can see, I've been already chatting in here. This is me chatting on the Binance, on the BNB chain side of things on Binance. Now on this side, I haven't set my profile name yet. We'll do
A lot of
Mr.
people still on Binance.
Binance is a whole chain, man.
Yeah, I know. I
MFG
didn't think a lot
motherfucker.
of people were on it as far as NFTs are concerned. I know we're
Oh,
still kind of trading the.
they used to be. I used to be a part of a bunch of different shit on Binance, but the best part
Oh shit.
is it doesn't even matter. This is good for tokens. This is good for small communities, new communities, old communities. Anybody who's still on
Right.
Binance is going to be able to stake on the clubhouse, earn cred, play games, chat. Like, yo. So I got MFG motherfucker from. Oh, that's not saving for me. Okay, so that's not going to work very well. Yo, from Polygon. And in theory, aha, see, look. And then at the bottom, it shows Polygon on the mouse over. So you can see
Right.
that my cross-chain global chat
Hell yeah.
is working, and it even shows you what blockchain. So when
Damn.
people are hanging out and talking, they're going to be able to mingle and interact. It doesn't matter what
Sick.
chain you're from. And then, so this person's from whatever chain. Oh, that's cool. Let me, go
Yeah, I've been
through
looking to
and
network with somebody from BNB. I don't know anybody from there I can trust, and now I'm chatting with this person. Now we can fucking link up and do it right from the clubhouse.
exactly.
In the chat.
And if I go through the pro, I want to say it'll let me click on their profile, and you'll be able, like, so a good example is, let's say you're talking about trying to get people interacted with other parts of the other blockchains and shit. On EVM, your wallet's the same. Nothing's different. So why can't I allow you to say hi to somebody? Let's say this person on. Oh, I can't give it to myself. That's really funny because I'm on
So you're
same
going
wallet,
like, for
different chain.
example, somebody from Base
Yeah,
can say hi to somebody on ETH that can say hi to somebody on Polygon because they're all using EVM.
but what happens if you're able to tip them and give them
Oh,
your NFT, give them a squid, or give them a
hell
pixel
yeah,
jammer from
dude.
whatever blockchain you're already on? You're Oh, you don't know these guys
Oh
yet?
shit.
Oh, go. You know what? I just sent
Damn.
you a gift. Go check it out on this. Go switch over to this chain and check it
Dude,
out. You
that
got
opens
an
up
NFT,
so much opportunity.
right?
That's crazy. Hmm.
So like the whole thought, like you're trying to tear down.
You can tip them out one of your NFTs, like, "Hey man, it's nice meeting you. I don't know if I'll ever see you again, but this is my NFT for my project. If you want to
Yes,
check it out?"
dude, you're
Boom,
cool,
done.
bro.
That's fucking sick.
come stop by and say hi to the community. We're over on Solana side. And then the coolest part about it is when they click
That's
over and they go on into Solana, they're able to go into the community side. The community side will filter for just the blockchain that you're on. So you go into the blockchain side or the community side of stuff. That's all just within that blockchain. So you have all those communities, but that global, the whole goal for the global side is to make it so people have that cross chain melding, like that melt.
creating an exchange within an exchange.
Yes, and trying to build that hierarchy, um, that structure where it can both be stable, have a little bit of that chaos, have a little bit of that openness, but at the same time, allow people
Stable.
to focus it and bring it into more of that I don't know that direct
Dude,
connection.
the more people need to know about this, if maybe when this goes where it's supposed to, this is gonna be unstoppable. People are not gonna stop talking about
I
this.
know, right? Soon, man.
It has
Very.
to get there. It has to get there.
It will. It
It has
will.
to. It
It's
has to.
it's only a matter of time. I've been pointing out. Honestly, we're looking at maybe at most maybe like 2 weeks before I've got this 100% built out the rest of the way that I need to before like being loud. I should be able to
Mhm.
have the changes live, the mints live, poker working mostly, stuff like that within a couple days, hopefully tops. Just a little, like I've only been deep on the testing for a couple days. Most of everything has been just building, finding more and more part. Like crap, I still have to build out all these features. Oh, this still needs to be connected to here. Oh, that's right. I have to wrap all of this in conditional freaking chain formatting. And just having to backtrack a few different like so massive of a scope of what was
Well,
you know
I've been talking about you and your project and what I'm allowed to talk about. I know there's a lot of stuff that I won't talk about because it's not ready yet, but uh, within the small amount of time that I've been mentioning you on my show every Thursday, I've gotten people interested and hitting me up in DMs and asking about you. And so I'll talk to you a little bit about this off mic during the week,
okay.
uh, just to let you know, because I think that for all of the, again, I don't like using the word hype, but that's your word. For all the hype, that there is substance behind it.
Oh yeah.
It's more substance than I think you know about. There's multiple communities waiting for the good news of that Polygon shit I heard tonight. So
Okay.
that
Well,
that that's gonna cascade. But I want to talk to you about certain projects and certain things because I don't want to put you on the spot while we're live, obviously. But
that's the best
uh,
part, right?
yeah, I guess. But yeah, just letting you know, man. Like people are. Oh,
Oh,
if
don't
I
worry
was a
about
mod, I
that
would
shit.
grab that for you.
Yeah, it's all
Um,
good.
but yeah, no, I think yeah, man, people are hungry for substance behind the hype because everybody is like including one of the projects that I'm involved with. We're waiting on a new dev, and I think you're the right person for it, but I know how much shit you have going on, and so I haven't bothered you about that yet. So I can talk about it because it's my project. But there are others that would possibly be lined up to talk to you about what you have going on. So even beyond the blockchain and the clubhouse, there's more potential for other communities to use what you have going on other than like your dev skills and just
Oh
some
yeah.
maybe consulting or something like that.
Oh,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
I'm 100% open for that paid contract
Yeah.
work and stuff.
Hmm.
I've been
Hmm.
doing local work
I
for a
got
couple
something for you.
people
I
as
just didn't
well.
want to
So,
bother you.
oh yeah,
I
no, I
literally have something for you.
I mean, I'm trying to make some money. So like definitely hit me up in DMs because like this
I'm
the
gonna have to do it
clubhouse.
soon because I could talk about it. She's VDK, my co-host, my really close friend.
Oh okay.
Um, she's the owner of Ocean Racing League, and they need a new dev for all of the stuff. She has all the code to provide to you, and she's talking to somebody right now, negotiations about like just the basics. And I'm just like, I wanted to tell her live on air the other day, like, don't do that. I have the guy for you. Stop talking to these fucking bozos because I have the guy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you guys are
we'll
looking
see. But
for,
it's
yeah,
about
I
time
can pretty much do
for
anything.
sure. But yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
got the
yeah, I
full
really
stack
wanted to
side of
talk to you about
things.
that before she goes with the wrong people. I really, because I know you personally, and I don't know these other guys, and she probably does. But I know that no matter what they're doing, they're not on your level at all.
I appreciate
I
it,
already know
brother.
that.
I appreciate it for sure.
I just
Cause,
want her to get the best, you know?
well, and I try to, like I think part of the reason why I've been pushing so hard with the clubhouse and building this out to the way that I have, it's just to be able to show people like what the potential is, and at that point even what my potential is, because I'm looking to try to. I got all these kiddos, I've been working in Web3 now for about 5 years for free. It's, the way I look
You
at
and me
it,
both.
it's time to find a way to
Hmm.
to monetize what I'm able to do, and that's part of the reason I'm really excited for this Pixel GM mint, and I've been head down just grinding because it's like, well, like, yeah, I can keep building all these different concepts or all these different ideas, but if I've got a mint and I got something that I can sell people on multiple blockchains, plus the games, the shit's live, talk and chat with people already, earn experience, level up, all that good crap. Like it sells itself at that point, and the next thing you
Hmm.
know, my goal is, hey, I'm the best friend with for half the freaking blockchain at that point, and
Hmm.
then I can, that's the snowball effect I'm looking for. Is it just takes one chain for it to be like,
Hmm.
oh, we love the clubhouse, and then
Hmm.
it's like, all right, now we scale from one chain to maybe like five chains where we're like
Look, I
taking
don't
it.
want to toot my own horn here, but I mean, we've been doing this 5, 6 years. We know a lot of fucking people. And so
Oh, and
I'm
there's
telling
gonna
you,
be
man,
room
it's gonna
for.
be bigger than you actually think because they're all waiting for this kind of thing to pop off. And I haven't talked about it because, well, for obvious reasons, it's about delivering. It's not about over promising, right?
Right.
So I wait for it to come to fruition, and then you have a proof of concept, is what you have.
Oh yeah.
It's working. It's working. Not only is it working, it's working amazingly. And the as soon as, like you said, it only takes one, not only one blockchain, it takes one person from that blockchain to be like, this guy fucking has it, let's go over there now. That's all you need.
Yep.
That's all you need.
And then
That
the
one
next
person.
thing you know, you got extra projects, and on top of it all, with the white label side of stuff, in the future too, being able to offer paid deployments. So that's upfront money plus the residual income that you're sharing out then, in a rev share. But hey, I'd rather split 20 to 50% of the income with a project or a community or a company that's willing to put money up front. Like, oh, okay, well, they're gonna pay for a deployment. Well, yeah, here you go. You can go ahead and start monetizing it now
Mhm.
yourself. Um, and then, like, you don't have to pay for your own developer. You're just buying that software as a service concept. Um,
Like licensing.
yeah, licensing essentially. Yeah, but then I'm still being how I have it all set up. I'm still running it, so you got built-in dev anyway. Like, you don't even have to worry about your own freaking troubleshooting and shit. We got an issue. Once my ticketing system's live on here too, I'll have a whole built-in Clubhouse ticket system where you won't have to worry about who you ask a question to. Um, and then that I'm talking about agentic, and the whole loop, closing the loop. Um, I'm gonna have a whole built-in um, monitoring system to the tickets. So when someone opens up an issue, my agent will read the error and will apply what it knows about my platform about the entire clubhouse and all the blockchains and everything. It'll apply what it knows. Create a potential list of solutions, and then file a pull report, a pull request in GitHub. So all I need to go through and do is check the ticket, check the actual the agent's output, and then decide whether or not I want to approve the fix or not. And I can have a fix live pretty much instantaneously if I really wanted to have that set up pipelined into it like that. If the agents, if I can get it to the point where it's that dialed in, practically a self-healing system. So yeah, it's having the whole. I mean, at the point where I'm at, my goal is to try to get all this built out so it's running and working like I want it to. Just basic, simple, straightforward. You know, mint your NFTs, play your games, stake for cred, chat, tip, have fun. And once I can get this all just finished up, smoothed out, not much longer. This is so close. Like days from being live in live testing for poker and all that. Days away. Across the board, all these chains.
Well, I missed a big chunk because I was at my friend's restaurant. But so the Pixel Jammers for Polygon are live,
They so all of the
the staking,
contracts,
or not the staking, the minting. Sorry.
all of those minting contracts for all the different blockchains, the contracts are live, yes, but only on my development side of things here. So it's not live on the actual platform. You can't go to Polygon on the Clubhouse yet and mint anything. This is only
My
on my local machine.
do my communities will like your. They already like your Pixel Jammers, but like I said, some of them just don't want to leave the Polygon blockchain because they've been there for so long. So when the Polygon mint goes live, let me know, and I'll push that out through my communities because I can use them for prizes. I can use them for wheel spins
So,
on Wednesdays and Thursdays and
hell yeah.
whatever Fridays and Sundays. So
Well, just to
that's the
show
only
you
reason I'm
guys,
asking. 'Cause
this is how this works. I'm just minting some booster cards live. As you can see, I just hit confirm. They've already minted. Oh, there we go. Now it's on chain. On chain confirmed, minted 3.
yeah,
Boom, boom. And then if I click here, and it should show up in a second. I know, there we go. Nope, those are unstoppable. It always takes a couple seconds with these, with the EVM chains, I've noticed. But yeah, minted 3, so I should be able to see it any. Let's see here. From here.
yeah, that's gonna change depending on the network speed and the traffic and all that. EVM's fucking heavy traffic.
Let's see, that's where it comes down. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So, is these 3 that I minted.
You got a coffee, you got a chronic, and you got a
6.9 hour
6.9
energy.
hour.
And earlier I got a bulletproof vest and a tablet. My first, whatchamacallit, booster was a chronic. With some chronics, some tastiness. And you can even see here, here's my base pixel. Oh, this is a base. Ha, that's funny. That's the base one. These are Binance boosters. Here's a Binance pixel.
Yeah.
Base boosters. So it's really interesting that you can kind of like how EVM works. I really like seeing how EVM's working like this, and it breaks it down, especially on the OK wallet side, OKX side of things for the wallet. But
Well, when you're actually playing let's say you're playing idle and you're trying to use those boosters, if you're on Solana, those boosters won't work. How does that function into the game?
all the
If it's a base, if it's a booster that you got on base, will it work with your Solana
nope, Solana
game?
won't work on base, and base won't work on Solana. Each
Oh, right, but for the games, like, how does the booster cards work? when you're equipping them for your character, do you have to be in a
So
rejected rumble that's using base?
yes. So
Okay,
base
yeah,
boosters only work with the base rejected idol, the base rumbles, that kind of
gotcha,
stuff.
gotcha.
Yep. Um, so if you're trying to do your giveaways, you need that
Everybody's gonna
NFT.
have to be on Polygon, right? Yeah,
Yeah, Polygon,
gotcha.
or if you want to do something on Binance or anything like that, you can. You just have to get something on Binance, then use it on Binance side of things.
Right, right. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Perfect. Damn, dude, that's fucking insane.
And this part should work on. I think it works on Polygon. I know I was working on Binance. Was it Binance? I was getting the graphics going. One of them, I've still got to apply it to the rest of the chains. Yeah, it must be on Binance. I got the all the NFT images working better. But yeah, each chain's different and how it calls stuff. So I have to tweak the conditional formatting to each time for each chain to call the images properly. So you can see the NFTs right. Like it's wild, absolutely wild, the level of detail that I got to go into to make this all work the way it needs to. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's very. One of the things I've noticed too. The friend, I keep mentioning my friend's bar, but this is for a reason. 6 months ago, he didn't know anything about coding or websites or any of that. I was his guy, right? So I told him, he was very skeptical about AI, and I mentioned you. I go, look, one of my buddies, I mentioned you, and I was like, he always busts my balls for comedic reasons. Obviously, we're friends. He's always like, "Oh, you're such a fucking nerd. That's never gonna come," blah 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 blah. And now, fast forward 6 months later, I'm talking to him about coding and Web3 and crypto, and he understands now. He's like, "I get it. I was making fun of you for being a nerd, and now I'm a nerd with you." And I go, "Let's fucking go, dude. This is what I'm talking about. That's called onboarding, motherfucker."
Oh, for real, and even to the side where
He gets it now. He's like, "I understand you." And I'm like, "Fuck, finally."
well, with what AI is doing in general, people need to really understand and wake up. Either you start learning how it works, or you
Yep,
will start
you're gonna get
losing
left
your
behind.
position to other people
Mhm.
who do know what's going on with AI and how to use it and how to harness its capabilities and not just regurgitate or use it to get an answer, but use it as an actual tool. Like my biggest concern, for the kiddos is like like my kids' age and younger, and is as they get older, the ability for a lot of people of critical thinking is gonna just go into the shitter. I'm worried that people are gonna use AI to no longer need to worry about thinking critically and figuring out the problem versus just wanting to know the answer so they can get to the next problem to solve it by having the answer waiting for them already because they asked for the answer. Um, and I feel like those of us who can utilize AI and use it to unlock extra skills and knowledge versus, like I said, just trying to get the answer for a easy answer, easy end. Um, it's really gonna show a massive divide. I think I'm expecting between
Mhm.
people who can handle, like, just people who understand and how to use the technology and just have no clue how it works besides a chatbot. And and yeah, I guess that's part of the reason why I've been pushing so hard to learn everything. And like every single day something new is coming out. There's shit that I know about, I haven't even had a chance to test, that's already over a week old, and I'm like, oh my god, that's even old technology now because there's new shit out since then. I haven't even tried these old features.
Mm.
um and that's from every direction, not just Claude coming out with or Open AI coming out with their updates to this, that, and the other. I'm talking hundreds, if not thousands, of different tech companies around the planet are just daily coming up with just advancements in every direction. Whether it's open source code for all these different models, whether it's new tools and connections or abilities or higher power, higher reasoning, lower memory needs, compression formats. Like it's so fast. It's rapidly evolving at a point where it, like, if you can't tell, like, like my own befuddlement as far as like how fast we can't fully comprehend the speed that the exponential growth that AI is currently on right now. We are at that point where the entire global markets from every direction are going to be affected in some way or format from this technology. It's going to be in everything. So people were like, is it just a fad, a bubble? What about crypto? Man, the agents aren't opening a brick and mortar bank account. They're not going down to Wells Fargo and have it, like, I'd like to open a checking account, please. These agents are onboarding through agentic wallet connections through Solana and whatever else is available, and opening their own accounts, trading on their own. Like, they don't need permission to send money or a token somewhere. So this whole hand in hand exponential growth, and then watching the entire world economy start to shift towards the digital side of stuff, freaking Bitcoin being scooped up by every bank damn near in America, not so quietly anymore. Yeah, we're about to see a massive shift, I think, and I'm really glad that I personally put myself in the place just to try to be here at at as much of the forefront of it as I can, because yeah, this is where the entire, like, global, the largest part of the global market and industry is going into the whatever the next technology is. It's just history. It's how our global economics has worked. Like, whether it's electricity, the car, vehicles, being able to fly, all that kind of shit, all the different technological advancements we've had. Like, how remember when freaking .com bubble and all that shit went down? Well, people were all, just having that name, that real estate. Like, we had our own .com bubble go down with Decentraland and the metaverse concept.
All that VR shit.
Yeah, it's like, just the thought about all that space in like a large centralized popular location in a digital realm. Well, anybody, like, there's no scarcity in that. Like, they talk about Tom Lee talks about scarcity, and Michael Saylor, they talk about the scarcity of Bitcoin, and what makes that the highest level of value is because you can't just print more. The fucking U.S.
Right.
The Fed's gonna have to print. In a few months, we're going to have to print. That's what happens with war. It's the same freaking pattern. We print, debts go, inflation goes back into check. Like, it's just every single
Yeah, I
time
mean,
the cycle.
you want to talk about that when that started, is get the United States being taken off the gold standard. We can just print money with no basis as to what its value is.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right. And so, as we start to see the entire globe, like, right now, currently, Bitcoin is pegged to a dollar valuation, U.S. dollar valuation, but that might not be the case for super long. Like,
But when the U.S. dollar isn't valuated off of gold, then they're just coming up with arbitrary numbers that are supposed to work for the entire planet.
exactly.
That's where this doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's where it's gonna be. We need people to start talking about what could happen. Like, how do you get a $20 million Bitcoin? That kind of thing. Unfortunately, that's
Gotcha.
probably going to mean a massive collapse of the U.S. dollar. Um, you know, like you're
Yeah,
gonna have,
100%.
if you look at $1, let's say, I don't know the actual valuation, but let's say $1 equals 10 yen, right? But or
Sure.
won, or Chinese won, whatever. But if everybody decides that they're no longer going to accept US dollar for going through the strait, and they're only going to accept Bitcoin or Chinese yuan, you're going to end up spending and investing more in that direction of the current, like the value of the dollar is no longer going to be able to bring you past this port now, so people aren't going to want that dollar, and they're going to divest and go into this other money sector. So if you start looking at the potential for a global, just massive shift of debt and wealth, debasing of the entire U.S. monetary system, is a huge potential. Um, but what would that? I mean, like how would that even necessarily even affect regular citizens on top of it? Like, because at that point there might already be a digital solution that's stabilizing the dollar itself, so the hit doesn't happen as hard. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, there's ways that I can
Hmm.
see them, because that's what the whole banking industry is trying to prevent, the stablecoin yield through the Clarity Act. They're trying to prevent. Um, I mean, like, I'd be fine being able to offer staking rewards the way that I do, but I wouldn't be able to offer USDC rewards for staking USDC, to the platform and give people rejected tokens. I wouldn't be able to do that, unless the Clarity allows it, that kind of crap. You'd have to have some sort of like
It's
a
not.
way around it.
It's not that far. It's not that far beyond. We're not that far from being there.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean, and that's why I'm watching
100%.
I'm watching these markets, and it's
Yeah.
like, anybody who's got any doubt in their mind about the long-term direction of the entire blockchain industry, it's all, I feel like it's all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors to try to keep you out of it, because they want to keep you scared and more hesitant, wait for it to go lower, just wait and see a little bit longer. At some point, the wait and see is going to be, man, I wish I would have. you know
Hmm.
and yeah,
Hmm.
Bitcoin might dip another 10 grand still, but Solana might still drop to the 60s or 50s or whatever. Who knows? Nobody freaking knows.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a forever thing. It's not gonna, like, unless you're like, margin trade, like heavily margined out and stuff like that. You're like DCA. Like, that's the every level of
I just
advice
want
I've heard.
one of the bajillion tokens that I'm holding to fucking do something.
Well, that would be nice
you know?
too. I
Yeah.
like I like rejected to
Well,
go to
that
the
will
moon.
come when that happens. What you're saying, when that happens, people that got left behind. I said this on my show last week. I got kicked out of a UFL. I don't know if you know what the UFL is, but it's like a spring football league.
Oh, okay.
I got kicked out of a Discord server because someone was clicking on my profile. They was like, "Oh, you're a cool guy." They were clicking on my profile, looking around. They kicked me out of the server because I'm involved with NFTs and Web3 and crypto.
Hey,
They kicked me out,
would you like to buy some NFTs?
and I was just like,
I would
I
have
wasn't
started
even
off with,
talking about it.
so funny.
I wasn't even. There's like they were being a creeper, and they were looking at my profile, and they're just like, "Yeah, man, you're being an asshole on purpose." I'm just like, I'm just sitting here in your server watching football, telling jokes, and you guys are actually bullying me. Now, what's awesome about this is that I completely left it alone. I could have completely crashed their server if I wanted to. But what was interesting to me, I was just like, okay, we'll see in 6 months when the fucking United States economy is tanking. Who's going to be looking for me from your server because they need alternate means of income because the dollar is going to be just as volatile as crypto within the next 5 years. You're not going to know the next day how much your physical money is worth because of all of these changes that are happening. And 6 months from now, half of those people in that UFL server will be coming to me to get onboarded because they're going to look like bozos. in less than 3 months from now. They're all gonna look like fucking idiots, and it's gonna be fantastic. That it's happening faster, sooner than you think.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, we could have already had our last big dip. It might never like it. I honestly
Yeah, a
feel
lot
it's
of people have
entirely
been saying that. I
possible.
don't believe that, but
Well,
it's very possible.
right, yeah, like, I really don't believe it either, but I can see it as a very real potential. Like, oh,
Well,
we
because
might
we've
never
been
go back
burned
down.
so many times before, why would we want to believe that now?
And
You know
then,
what I mean? Like when
and
it happens, it
then
happens.
that have us
And I
like
hope it
right
never
in
happens.
that perfect part of the chart, you know, where that like disbelief point where it's like there's no way
Exactly.
we're out yet. Like I won't believe it
Yep.
until we're at like 145, you know, and be like, okay, it might still hit 150. I'm just waiting for it to drop back to 30. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
but see, like that's the thing though, is if you're not prepared to just sit there and
We've
hold
been burned.
through the winter, you know, like you gotta
Hmm.
like that's the biggest thing is you just gotta be okay with that level of um just that holding on, man. But
I mean,
like,
from like 6 years ago, everybody was like hodl, hodl, hodl.
well,
I've been
yeah,
hodling.
well, 6 years
Gonna happen
ago,
soon.
I mean, it's up a lot from 6 years ago still, but I want
Yeah.
to say it's
Well, I don't know if Solana is, but Pol's way down from 6 years ago. I remember when Pol was almost $2,
oh yeah, I
and now
suppose.
it's what, like, I don't even know what it is, like maybe 50 cents, not even that.
Well, I guess you're talking
So
like early 2001 type stuff. I would
yeah,
guess I'm over here
exactly.
like when I hear 6 years, I'm getting older
I was
day by
I
day.
was fucking I was holed up in the hospital, not able to do anything. I was buying NFTs and crypto because I didn't have shit else to do.
I
So
I was getting freaking crypto kitties and shit. Yeah, like these, I like these pixel
that's when like
jammers.
Not Okay Bears came out. Like basically Taco Tribe, Squid Ink, like all the OGs that I'm, you know, familiar with. That's basically it. But then you guys obviously over there on Solana, that's a whole other story because Solana has, I'm not going to say it's completely bounced back, but it hasn't nowhere near where Polygon is right now. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, polygons in the
it still holds. It's bad. It's
yeah.
fucking bad. But that's why, we did that show last week to hopefully educate people about the staking for Pol and how much that means to people that still have projects in Polygon because at least this might be some people are looking at it like a desperate last attempt, but I see it as better have some activity than none at all.
Oh
Like
yeah.
what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? So we'll
Well,
see. We'll see what happens.
I'm curious on where they're getting all the tokens from to do that and everything, and how that feeds back
Yeah,
into the ecosystem.
that's one of the things that I had questions about. Like, okay, so uh, what's the difference between what they're doing and what the banks are doing? Which is the whole reason why we wanted to go decentralized, right? Like now, blockchains are becoming their own banking systems, and with almost the same exact perks and features that brick and mortar banks, like you were talking about before. So like this was all created to level the playing field, but now I don't know. Did it really level the playing field? Now we just have class systems inside of each blockchain. Now we have rich people inside of Ethereum, we have rich people inside of Bitcoin, and we have broke bitches on both of those blockchains as well. So like this was meant to equalize everyone and have everyone make money if they want to. But now we're back to the same hierarchy. Like there's broke bitches in Bitcoin now too. It used to be 6 years ago if you had Bitcoin you were rich. Now it's just like I have 0.00001 of something and it's worth nothing.
Right?
So
Yeah.
it's very like you said earlier, shit's just changing so much so quickly that if you're like back in the day, even today, I feel like if I'm off the internet for a day and I don't read any news on what happened with crypto for 24 hours, the next time I turn on my computer, it's going to be like a week went by. Like, what the fuck happened to yesterday's news? It's all gone.
Right.
24-hour cycles don't even exist anymore. It's like 24-minute cycle. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's
Crazy.
very real too.
Hmm. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm working on my show notes for tomorrow, and I don't know if this is going to help or hurt what you're working on right now, but Solana, you're getting this before I talk about it on my show tomorrow. Solana security. Following recent exploits, Solana has launched the Stride and Stern programs, focusing on hardening its core infrastructure to regain ecosystem trust. Have you heard about this?
Uh,
Solana had a security issue exploit this week that I
I
didn't know
didn't
about?
I didn't know about the security exploit, but I did know about their upgrading
Okay.
parts to the
Maybe you want to
ecos.
add that to whatever if infrastructure you're working on so that the security protocols are updated because it
Yeah,
looks
I'll
like
have to
they're
take a
going to
look.
do an upgrade. Just letting you
Yeah.
know.
Well, they're probably also a lot of things might be getting prepared for quantum type stuff too, but
Well, check this out. Also, Ethereum, they're getting an upgrade in late June. They're going to boost the gas limit to 200 million so that they can get at least 10,000 transactions per second so they can compete with higher echelon blockchains.
that would be dope. So that was
That's crazy.
Ethereum.
It's gonna bring down. What's up?
So that was Ethereum.
Yeah, Ethereum. They're
Yeah.
calling. I don't know why, but they're calling it the Glamsterdam upgrade.
Well, I was listening to Tom Lee talk about that, the bit by bit guy who's got
Okay.
all the Ethereum, and he was saying how the big question that they're asking him was how is that supposed to affect all these other blockchains, right? How is this going to affect all these EVMs, these layer twos, when Ethereum is that going to make them all redundant, like obsolete?
Right.
What's the plan?
Well,
And
this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's all supposed to be equal playing field, but now we have one guy that owns all of the ETH. So what? I mean, now he controls everything.
well, see, that's the thing though, is even on the east side with all these other chains, like there's still reasons for all these other chains, right? It's not just that somebody controls the ETH, like it's multiple whatchamacallits have to validators have to actually run and
Oh
push
yeah,
and make us. So it's like it's a voted system still, from what I
which
understand.
also costs money, right, for that blockchain. So
True, but I feel like from what I understand, like it's
yeah,
all an on-chain system of voting, so it's not just one person who's able to make that decision. It's a
gotcha,
collection
gotcha. Okay.
of holders. Um, but but yeah, still, nevertheless, it's a lot of these other EVMs are still going to have a massive place in the future just because of what they're catering to, financial side, data side, privacy, whatever. Some of them might be more gaming centric, some of them might be more art centric, and and there'll be different, I'm sure, optimizations that allow each. But I think what it really is going to come back to is a platform like my Clubhouse that's going to break down all of these different barriers between the chains, and it's just, oh, they're on base right now, but I'm on Binance. We're still buddies because we're talking. I can still send them some
Gotcha.
Binance
Yep.
shit, and be able to get that new
You're
layer of
bringing in
interaction.
a social aspect that none of these other ones have.
Right.
There's now not only are we playing and interacting together, but now we're on different chains. And oh, I wouldn't have known you if it wasn't for this chat. And you're on base. Are you always on base? I have this project on base. I've never seen you on base before. Or look, we're all on EVM. I have this project on Polygon. Now you're networking cross chains just because you're on the Clubhouse, which you wouldn't have had access to my knowledge. No other what other exchange site or gambling site, if you allegedly want to call it that, what other site does that? You go there, you gamble, you win or lose money, you don't chat, you don't do anything. It's like all of these podcasts from YouTube being acquired by Netflix. There's no, I talked about this on my show too. There's no you're losing that social interaction that you used to have by not reading the comments for your YouTube page, right? Netflix doesn't have any comment section. So now there's a bunch of people trying to engage with their audience over on Netflix that can't answer them back because Netflix doesn't have a chat room. So, and not everybody that listens to your show, because it used to be free on YouTube, not everybody has Netflix. So now you're behind a paywall and you're not talking to your listeners anymore. So
Right.
I think people, they need a huge reconnection, because just like that, I got kicked out of that football Discord server for not even talking about crypto. We're being alienated for being elitist or woke or getting canceled for no fucking reason. We're just sitting here trying to make money, surviving like everybody else, but because we're in Web3 crypto, NFTs, we're
We're our own
the
cult.
lesser life form. That's like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be the other way around. Where are you guys at? You're still sitting in the dark ages talking about football without making money on it. At least I'm a degenerate trying to make money off my shit, you know? I
Right.
don't know.
You're
I'm
very
probably just
prediction
having the wrong
markets and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. I get it. It's still, nevertheless,
it's frustrating, man. It's weird.
but I,
It's all topsy turvy. If you're not in our space, when you walk out of our little Web3 bubble, the entire world is still in the dark ages. It's like, whoa,
yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
And
It's crazy.
I do think that's a good point for me to start wrapping up on too, brother, because it's getting late for
Sure.
me, and it is crazy though, because uh, how fast the technology is moving, how fast Web3 is moving, the blockchain industry, freaking AI, what's all going on back and forth behind the scenes across the entire globe. It hasn't really mattered for me the last year and a half of me building out, well, 3 years of me
Mm.
building out this clubhouse. Um, I'm really excited to show you guys this mint as we go live. I'm excited to start bringing this cross chain interconnected community aspect to life, to like real to the vision that I've had for so freaking long. Um, Actually seeing it running fully live, and people using it is going to be really neat. Um, so yeah, I do appreciate everybody hanging out tonight, getting massive amounts of alpha. If you wanted those hot
Fun.
sneak peeks, all that cross chain,
Let me
uh,
just say one last thing, brother, to interrupt you one more time.
of course.
I'm really proud of you, man. I've seen you do your thing. You've been uh quiet about it when you have to, and I respect that move. You call it hype night, which I've always pushed back a little bit on. It should be substance night.
That's funny.
You provide more actual progress than most people when they say hype. We're just like, oh, that's all talk. I think you're beyond that, and everybody that's paying attention should fucking know that.
Uh,
So yeah, man. If nobody else is saying it, I'm fucking proud of you, man. You're fucking killing it, and I wish I had a tenth of the inspiration that you do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting around feeling sorry for myself all day. But kudos to you, man.
I appreciate you, bro, and I mean honestly, you know, I haven't found success, like, besides getting to be able to build something like that, like, you know, I
The
I
fact that
feel
we're
that,
all
that
still
uphill.
here makes us successful. Like,
True, but it's
let's
still,
be honest.
but you still, like, I feel you though, that whole like uphill battle, that, like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, that after day
Oh,
of banging your head like, man, why am I building on the space at all? Nobody
like
gives a shit.
Sisyphus, is that the
You know.
right metaphor? Pushing the boulder up the hill? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Prometheus. Was it
Is
Prometheus or?
that? I'm using the right guy, but anyway, one of those fucking
Yeah, yeah. I forget. Yeah, the pushing the boulder up the hill just for it to roll back down.
yeah.
No, I do appreciate it, bro, and I feel like that's part of the reason why I continue to not give up and push forward, is so many other
Oh, right, it was
projects.
Sisyphus. I just looked it up. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you know that better than I did then. But no, like, so many people have tried and failed and given up, and like, so many people told me that the specific concept was impossible pretty much to do, and I should just let somebody who's got more money and a bigger team and let Discord do it themselves if they wanted to have that, like stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, no,
It's
I want.
discouraging shit, man. Just fucking Yeah,
right.
I get
It's
it.
like I don't know. I feel like this needs to be built. This is something that communities need. All projects, all tokens. It doesn't matter. You want to be able to start a meme coin, and what you want. Like, are you supposed to really use all the tiny bits of profits off of people that you're making? Like, why should you spend a whole bunch of money to be able to lock up tokens or be able to do this or that? Like, man, just instantly create a damn near free community on the Clubhouse, freaking use your tokens, and Rumbles, use your tokens, and this, that, or the other, tipping, all that good stuff, mints in the future
But
and whatnot.
it was all launched with answering the question, what if? What if I just did this? Fuck these guys. And then look what happened. You're killing it, dude. Get the fuck out of here. That's just amazing, incredible. It should be, I mean, write a fucking book when you're done with it.
I just might
It's
at
nuts.
some point. I just might. But no, I really do appreciate
Of course, man.
the support and kind
We've
words,
been
bro.
friends for a long time. I'm gonna fucking be real about everything.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. But with that, everybody, thank you for being a part of Hype Night tonight. Thanks for being a part of the audience engagement, saying hi, checking out the platform, all of that, and what have you. As ironic as it is, if you do have questions you want to ask, this, that, the other, reach out to me. Discord for now still is the easiest place to get a hold of me at. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. So thank you very much. A week late. I appreciate you, brother. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow. He's got spaces. I want to say 4:30 Eastern.
Yeah,
I'm,
I was just gonna say I'm gonna drop you a link. I'm making it right now. I have if you want to, I don't know if you're busy, you probably are. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I will be talking about my project, VDK's project, Dave's project, your project, Snoop Dogg's project. Come on, Snoop D Fox's project. Sorry,
Snoop
I've
Dogg.
been drinking and I'm stoned. Snoop Dogg Fox, yeah. So yeah, if you can make it, I'm gonna be posting the link in your server, and I will obviously DM it to you just in case you can make it. Yeah, thank you for allowing me to plug my show and
Hell
talking to you,
yeah.
and thank you guys for listening. And yeah, show up tomorrow 4 p.m. on Twitter. Follow A Week Late Podcast on X, and you'll have the link. I'll be posting it literally here in a couple minutes. I usually post it before midnight my time, but since we were doing this,
I
I
get it.
was, researching and making links and shit like that while we were talking. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for showing up, and maybe win some stuff when you show up for the podcast tomorrow. So thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you too, bro. All right. So with that, thanks again, guys. This was a fun little round of Hype Night. I'm Mr. Fun Guy. Turn on some music here. Ooh, yeah, that's some good stuff. And thank you very much. Like I said, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke it if you got it. Let's bring a joint.
Peace.
Peace.
Bring a joint. Bring a joint.
All right, guys. All love. Peace out.